Hi everybody, this is Ray. I am going to try to explain this spreadsheet a little bit. I did notice that the one I sent out to everybody is missing a feature that I kind of like to use. Once you see this presentation, you can email me if you would like me to send you the optional upgrade on that one. Uh, I should have probably sent everybody that one to begin with. I'm sorry. As you can see here, this is the summary page. Apparently, I forgot to delete one item because I still see $30 in here. So we're going to go find that real quick. I believe it's in cash receipts or somewhere. And deleted it. It is. So I will go in here, make this a 0. And I still have $10. There's another one. So I will make that one a 0. Alright. Now, if I go back to my summary page, yes, that should be all zeros. So this is your yearly summary page. Days rented, gross income, hosting fees, credit card fees, cleaning fees, cash receipts, management fees, collected net, payments to you. That field you probably won't use. That's me paying my clients that I manage for, and balance that would be due to them. These two fields right here could be customized to what you need. You can be careful. Like if you click over here, you can see this is a formula. If you go in here and try to change anything on this page, you're going to mess up this formula. You can rename something like this. If it's just got a name up here, you can rename that. You can change font size and color size, things like that. But if you click on a box and it has a formula in there, you're probably going to want to make sure you know what you're doing before you change that formula. Down below here, we have future. So this is future days booked and things like that. That kind of gives us an outlook of what we have coming up in future months, and I'll show you how to enter that one as well. This future stay yellow box is information found in pending. I don't have anything in there right now. I'll show you how to do that here in a few minutes. We'll go back to the summary. So everything that'll show up in this green box is going to come from individual months that we're going to enter here in a second. So let me go through the tabs down here at the bottom. We have the summary tab. We have the pending tab. We have a monthly summary. The first tab, again, was a yearly summary. This is the monthly summary. All the totals from everything for each month will show up here on this monthly summary. We have a paid out tab. If we make a payment out, it is going to change this balance here where payments to you. All right, we have a cash receipts tab, credit card receipts. Cash receipts, you could enter HOA dues, checks written, all those kind of things. Credit cards, obviously, you could use credit cards. Anyone who I sent the file to this morning, the cash receipts and credit cards tab was turned off because with certain customers, we do not use that. Some customers hand us their credit cards to keep on file, others don't. So I apologize. I sent you the one that had less features. I'm glad to send you the new file later. Then we have each month. This is December. So you'll notice a summary box down here in the corner, a start and a finish right here. And then you've got each month systematically does exactly the same thing through there. All right, I'm going to scroll all the way over to here to the end. We're going to start in January. Now, I have added this Your Input tab down here at the bottom just for the purposes of this demonstration. When you go to Airbnb or VRBO or wherever you're going to draw your information from, I'll give another video here in a minute showing how to download the information from Airbnb. But when you download a CVS file from Airbnb, it is going to look just like this. So when that file gets downloaded, you're going to want to come up here and click at the top of the information. I'm clicking on the number 1, and as I do, it highlights the entire row. Once I highlight that row, now I'm going to click again and drag this down so that I'm highlighting the entire box. Once I do that, I'm going to anywhere in this green area, yours may be a different color, I'm going to right click and copy that information, and as you can see, it draws a dotted line around the copied information. Now I'm going to go to my January tab down here at the bottom. Click January. Again, when you import this, it's going to be on its own spreadsheet. Then you're going to have to go find this spreadsheet and open the January tab. You're going to, actually I'm going to skip a tab because this one wasn't set up quite the way I'd like to. So your tab should look exactly like this when you open it. You're going to go right here next to the start word on the number 3, and you're going to right click. So you see how when I did that, when I clicked on the number 3 and then right clicked, the number 3 was lit up and the start area was lit up. And I'm going to go all the way down to insert copied cells. It's very important that you do not just copy and paste. You have to insert copied cells. When I do that, it brought all the information over from the other spreadsheet. The totals and everything automatically calculate here at the bottom. As you can see, we had 19 days rented in January. The grand totals here for the gross amount paid out, hosting fees, cleaning fees, things like that. Those transfer down here into a summary page, at the summary box, I'm sorry, at the bottom. Now, right here you'll see two numbers, 03. This is to help calculations here. This one was currently set up as a management account, so we're using management fees. And this is set up at 30%. So if I were to go in here and change this to a 2 for 20%, if you watch down here, you're going to see these management fees change as soon as I change that number. Now I change the number, I'm going to click off, and you see the management fees change right here. I'm going to go ahead and change that back to 30%. Click off, changed it back. Now, if you use a management company, this would be great. You insert whatever your management company charges right here, and that's going to give you the calculation of their fees. If your management company gives you a discount for bringing your own bookings like we do, this is another great place to utilize that tool. Our customers, if they bring their own bookings, we give 10% off. This could be changed to a 10% number. They would then have an accurate number going into these columns. But again, you can customize that for whatever management company you're using. And technically, if you think of something that you do and you'd like me to try to insert a field in here for you to do whatever your custom feature is, send me an email, call me. I'll do my best to insert some things in there for you. Now, we've imported these bookings into February. Technically, as you can see right here, they're January bookings, but for the purpose of the display, I had to put them in February because I did not have my form set up correctly on this demo. I'm going to go down here to the bottom. I'm going to scroll back over here to our yearly summary page. When I click on that yearly summary page, all that information that we had just imported is automatically going to show on that yearly summary page. Now I'm going over to the pending page. It's still vacant. The monthly summary now has information in it for February where we inserted that information. You can see the totals across here and then the grand totals at the bottom. Now, if we were going down here to credit card receipts, and again, we are in February, so let me scroll over here to February. I'm just going to pick somewhere in February, and I'm going to put electric bill. And I'm going to put $100 that we paid for the electric bill. That brings that total down there to $100. Okay. If I go back out to our summary page, it shows that we paid $100 for that year, because this is our yearly summary page, in credit card fees. It's going to show a monthly summary, and under our credit card fees right here, monthly, we paid $100 in the month of February. If I go back, sorry, I have to scroll back over to these tabs. If I go back here to our February tab now shows $100 in credit card fees, and it changed our collected net income. So I'd like to do this one more time to show you as how it keeps compounding. We're going to go back to the imported files. Now I'm not going to import another month. We're just going to use this same exact month again for the sake of a demonstration. But what you're going to want to do is download each month individually from Airbnb. When you download January, you're going to want to go to the January tab and insert it. When you download February, you go to the February tab and insert it. March, and so on. So we're going to go back here to import data. We're going to highlight that line. We're going to drag down to select all of those. We're going to right click and copy. Now you see the dotted line telling you what information you're copying. So let's go clear out here to December. Okay, clicked on the December tab. Now I go to Start, click it to highlight it, right click, and this is the critical one, has to insert copied cells. You cannot just paste. You have to go to insert copied cells. Now the cells are in there. As you can see, it's the same data, the 19 nights, same totals. Now let's go back, and you've got your summary down here at the bottom. Let's go back out here to our monthly summary page. Now we obviously show 2 months in the totals for the monthly summary pages. I had to scroll over there. So December is the one we just entered in. Here's February. 19 days in February, 19 days in December. So now we got a total of 38 days. Our gross income doubled because, again, we're using the same data. It basically gives you all your totals. Then you can go out here to your yearly summary page, and again, you see the 38 days and all of your yearly totals. Same thing with your cash receipts. If you were to go into, let's say, November, and we bought gas for the trip to the property, $50 for gas goes into the total. You also show a page total over here. We go back to our monthly summary, and we should, boy, my memory's short. I forgot where I just put that, but I just put that in cash receipts, $50 right here in November, goes on to all our totals. Now you notice this one shows up red, collected net income. That went negative for the month of November because November paid out $50 without having any income. So if you see something in red, that's generally showing a negative number. All right, back here to our summary page. Now our cash receipts are not showing there because of that negative number. Let's look here at this balance due to you, $31.89. I'm going to go back to paid out, and I'm going to make a payment to me in December, and the amount, let's say, $1,000. All right, that should change our total when we click off. Now if we go back to our yearly summary, it's going to show previous payments to you, and it's going to show a balance to you for $1,000. These spreadsheets can be a little quirky. If you click on one of these formulas and change something, it can mess up the whole spreadsheet from everywhere. So I'd really recommend making a copy of this or a couple copies, getting used to it, playing with it, and then come back and you've always got one that you can go back to if you make a mistake. But like say this one has a total summary here that you can use. So I want to go back and show a couple other little features. So in November, which we have not entered anything, let's say you wanted to add a booking that is just somebody that called you or your friend is staying there or something. We do the same thing. We come up here, click Start to highlight it. We do an insert, but we're now not inserting copied cells, we're just inserting cells. So when we do that, it inserted a cell. As long as you're staying between the start and finish area here, whatever you put in here will not affect the formulas. So let's put $30 in here. Changes our total. We could put a start date in here if we wanted to 22/2022. That should have populated as a date code, so I'm probably typing it wrong because I'm trying to do too many things at once here. Let's just move on to the nights. They're going to stay for 4 nights. The listing, this is generally the name of the listing, so let's just put Bahama Bay there. Basically, any of these kind of details you could put in the same as you do with the Airbnb one. Currency, currently I have this all to a US currency. I'm going to probably, because a lot of the people in Bahama Bay are from other countries, I'm going to go in and work on this and try to add a feature that shows in both US dollars or different exchanges for Europe and so on. I think it'd be kind of a nice feature to have here. And being as I'm picking up customers over there, they're going to want me to communicate that in their denominations anyway. So hopefully this gives you kind of a little rundown on the whole spreadsheet itself. And we will come back to this here in a little bit. So because of where I put this, you've got a gross income right here of $30 times 30%, $9 of fees. Collected net income is the 50. So you can do the quick math there, but everything looks correct. We got 4 days rented. Again, if we went to our summary page, it obviously added in that 42 days. Excuse me. Another one we could do, I guess, here just for sake of doing it is the pending. So I'm going to scroll back over here to the bookings again. Again, these are already booked, but what we're going to do is use these for our pendings as well. Highlight them, right click, copy, go back up to the pending. We're going to go to where the start would be. I guess I missed that and didn't put the word start in there. But it's the bottom of the yellow 2 lines. Insert copied cells. Now we have our data. We go back to our yearly summary page. So this yearly summary page is nice. It tells us what we've done for the year. 42 days booked, gross income, how much we spent on our credit cards, how much we spent on cleaning fees, cash receipts, all these kind of things. Payments, sometimes these might be payments we've collected from our management company if you're using this for your own personal use. This one down here in the bottom is going to give us a look at our future bookings. I'll do another video here shortly on Airbnb showing you exactly how to do your downloads to get your future booking information and to get your current information, each month. Or personally, I would also download the yearly totals and the tax receipts and all that from Airbnb or VRBO or whoever you're using. I would always download all those and keep those on a file. That's it for this video, and I'll come back and try another one here shortly.